in the rear. According to the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, buttock augmentation surgeries are on the rise. Just last year, specialists performed 10,000 augmentations in the U.S. using fat grafting procedures, better known as Brazilian lift. That's a 16% increase from 2012, but many women are not willing to shell out the $5,000 it costs for the procedure, and some are doing it the cheap way, illegally. WDSU anchor Sulla Kim found out how the little-known world of black market butt injections is in play right here in Louisiana and how serious the consequences can be.
From Hollywood to New Orleans, celebrities like J.Lo, Kim Kardashian, and Beyonce are splashed across the screen and on countless magazine covers. Their popularity has some women coveting this curvy shape. In Metairie, plastic surgeon Dr. Trey Sands has seen a spike in the number of women who want to be more plump in the rump.
We've definitely seen an upswing in patients scheduling for that type of consultation. Probably in the last month, there's probably been 7 to 10 patients that have, called for consultations.
31-year-old Tiffany Barbaran flaunts her voluptuous behind, but she wasn't born this way. She has a slender frame and was always pretty flat.
I don't know, I was insecure, and then I had children, and I wasn't happy.
Until one day, her friend introduced her to a transgender woman offering butt injections in Baton Rouge. Though it was risky, she arranged to meet at a 4-star hotel.
And I'm looking like, well, how many times have you done this? Can I see your butt? Because he also had it, and I was like, okay, wow, it looks real. Can I touch it? I want to make sure.
The needles looked sterile, and at least it wasn't a shoddy motel, so Barbaran let her guard down and set better judgment aside and agreed to let the unlicensed person poke her 20 times and inject hydrogel into her bottom.
It's FDA approved in Brazil, Central America. A lot of the girls get the butt injections.
But in the U.S., hydrogel is not FDA approved for backside enhancement, only for the lips and a few other body parts. Barbaran was desperate for a change. She held her breath and watched as the needles went in and gasped as her rear inflated right before her eyes.
Instantly, it was like I looked back and I was like, I can't believe this. And when I got up, I just felt like I had 2 heavy supersized water balloons, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't have anything. I was like, this is really me. And it almost felt, honestly, like an IV going in my butt.
There wasn't much pain, just significant discomfort. She couldn't sit for a few weeks and admits it was dangerous, possibly even a risk to her life.
I could have died in a hotel, who's to say?
The concern is well-founded. Across the country, officials report cases in which women have died after getting the illegal injections. Exact numbers are hard to come by because the black market work is done in secret, but deaths have been reported in several states. Additional horror stories detail how women have lost limbs, kidney function, or suffered other serious complications.
These people are getting high-grade silicone. They're getting Fix-A-Flat.
And other toxic concoctions you find not at a hospital, but in a hardware store. In New Orleans, police have arrested Armani Davenport on a charge of negligent homicide. Investigators say she administered silicone injections to a transgender woman who slipped into a coma for 2 months and then died.
For a minute, I was paranoid, and I was like, okay, these people are dying. The person that I went to, I believe, last time I heard was they were in jail.
It's been 3 years, and Barbaran has experienced no side effects. However, doctors say it's still too early. Symptoms may not appear for several years. Barbaran agreed to speak with us because she realizes now the incredible risk she took by turning to an underground, unregulated industry.
You never know. You might get Jell-O injected.
Dr. Sands has already treated a handful of patients who had problems from botched injections.
I had an infection and got admitted to the hospital, and I ended up taking care of her. And her question to me was, I didn't know there was anybody in this area that did this procedure.
Barbaran knows she's lucky and wants to spare other women from the risks and the worries that can stem from chasing the perfect form.
I don't care what size you are. You're beautiful. Leave yourself how you are.
Barbara had paid $750 for her butt injection. At the hospital, it's about $5,000, and that's why it's so tempting to do it illegally. And the most common procedure at the hospital, Scott, is fat grafting, and that's when they take fat from other parts of your body and they re-inject it into your butt.
So is there anything that can be done to crack down on these illegal procedures?
Right. That's why it's so hard, because it's illegal, and women don't go to the hospital until it's too late and they have serious complications. And by then, the person who injected hydrogel or silicone into their butt, they usually just disappear.
All right.